save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. We had a thing today at school. Okay, it was what do you want to be when you grow up day. Okay, that's what we had at school. What do you want to be when you grow up? And I gotta tell you, as I watch the children shuffle up the stairs to come see me in the morning, and I'm trying to identify what they want to be when they grow up, I was a little stumped on the choices that they want to be when they grow up. Now, I've had conversations with my children in class on what they want to be when they grow up, and I'm like, I think I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I am. Okay, I always set my children straight. Okay, which you're probably like, they're like 3 to 5 years old. You know, let them have dreams. They should have dreams. They should be able to believe that they can be these things when they grow up. You should not discourage or put out the flame of what they want to be when they grow up. But listen, some of them, some of their choices are a little cuckoo. Okay, a little crazy, and I mean, seems like everybody's on board with it too. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe I should reinforce this thing that's joy. Now, I will tell you that I have one child that seems to think that when he grows up, he's going to be a Pokemon trainer. Yeah, I had to pause for a minute on that when I was like, he's going to be a Pokemon trainer. Is that even I've been on Indeed and JobQuest and Jobs.com and all that stuff like that, and never, ever have I seen the employment for a Pokemon trainer. So I do not think that dream is going to come true for him. And I feel very sad that dream is not going to come true, that he will not become a Pokemon trainer. But I did try to encourage him to become maybe a video game creator. I'm like, listen, if you like Pokemon so much, why don't you go to school to become a video game creator? Maybe you could create the next Roblox or Pokemon or I don't know, whatever. I try to encourage that. I'm not discouraging the fact that he wants to be a Pokemon trainer, but in reality, you're not going to be a Pokemon trainer. Next kid comes up the stairs, and he's dressed as a cat. I held it in for a little bit. I held it in. He came in dressed as Puss in Boots, okay? He came in dressed as Puss in Boots. And I looked at him, and he came in with his parent, and I'm like, it's what you want to be when you grow up day. And I noticed that the boys dress up like a cat. Yeah, wants to be Puss in Boots when he grows up. I'm like, yeah, that's realistic. that's. I was giving up hope. I was giving up hope for our future. I'm like, okay, we got a Pokemon trainer. We got a boy who wants to be a cat when he grows up. Okay, so I'm like, okay, let's please let the next person that comes up the stairs be. Now, the boy that wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, he didn't come in dressed as a Pokemon trainer. He came dressed up like a soccer player. So I was like, okay, I can see that. I will encourage that dream of yours to become a professional soccer player. Okay, maybe that is possible. Okay, Pokemon trainer, not so much. Soccer player, better choice. Okay. Then this little girl came upstairs, and this was my salvation. This was my thank God for the future. There will be a future if another child comes up here and dresses in this. She came up dressed like a doctor. And my heart was like, thank God. Okay? Listen, if I'm laying on the hospital bed and a Pokemon trainer standing over me, or a man that thinks he wants to be a cat, okay, when he grows up, and that is my physician, I'm scared, okay? But a little girl that comes upstairs and wants to be a doctor, I was like, yes, you can be a doctor. You can, listen, young lady, you could be anything you want to be, except for a cat, a Pokemon trainer, but you can be a doctor. Next little girl comes upstairs, doctor. I'm like, yes, I got 2 doctors, and I got a Pokemon trainer, and a soccer player, and I got a kid that wants to be a cat. Okay, yes. Then come up, then 2 children come upstairs, and one of them was either Elsa or Anna. I always get the 2 confused. And the next one was a princess, and both of them came up. Well, the first one comes to me as the Elsa and Anna one. It's the one that shoots that can't touch nobody because she freezes everybody. And I'm like, okay, So what do you want to be when you grow up? And then she's like, I want to be Elsa, Anna, whatever it was, or whatever. And I'm like, so you want to freeze people and kill them? Yeah, in my head, that's what I didn't say that. I did. I said it after. I said it after the fact, okay? Because I looked at her and I said, listen, young lady, do you want to be a princess when you grow up? Because if you want to be, because I know the little girl is a princess. I'm like, if you want to be a princess when you grow up, do you know how you become a princess? And they were like, no, we don't. How do we become a princess? We want to be princesses. Yes. How do we become princesses? I'm like, well, you got to move. You got to move out of our area, and you got to go marry a prince. That's what you got to go do. I think that's the only way you can become a princess, unless you're born into being a princess. And these children were not born into being princesses. And so I did look at the one girl I wanted to be the Elsa, Anna, whatever the Frozen girl is, and I did tell her straight out. I said, listen, you may be able to marry a nice rich guy that's a prince or whatever. That might be your thing, okay? Or because since you're not born into the royal family. Besides that, I don't think you're going to be shooting any icicles out of your fingers anytime soon. So, I don't know. You might want to think of maybe something else. I mean, just think about it. Just put a little thought in your head there. That fallback plan. That's what you need. You need a fallback plan. That's what you need. Okay, Pokemon trainer needs a fallback plan. Boy that wants to be a cat needs a fallback plan. And the two princesses need a little bit of a fallback plan. One of them came in and said that forgot to wear the costume. Forgot to wear what they wanted to be when they grew up. And so I said, okay, well, they forgot and we forgot, and I said, what do they want to be when they grow up? And the kid was in regular clothes, look, clean, regular clothes and everything. And they were like, she wants to be an artist. I'm like, oh, well, artists usually starve, so regular clothes, yeah, that makes about sense. Maybe a little bit dirtier, unless you become like a famous artist, okay? And I'm not discouraging that either. You want to be an artist? You go be an artist. That makes sense too. People need art to hang on their walls, restaurants, hotels, whatever, or even Bob Ross type artists. We need a new Bob Ross in this world. So I encourage artists. But yeah, queens, cats, princesses, and Pokemon trainers. Great kids, great imaginations. Scared the crap out of me for the future. I'm like, wow, we're gonna be left with 2 doctors, and we're all gonna die. That's what. No policemen, no firemen, no garbage men, no protectors of any sort whatsoever. We got Puss in Boots. Damn you, Disney. That's what I gotta say about that. Okay, listen, I got some stuff. Okay, so we have from the Amazon Prime. Oh, Amazon Prime always has a little rippy thing. Let's just do the rippy thing. Okay, Amazon Prime, we have a copy of Watch Out for the Children Over the Edge. This movie, if you do not know what it is, stars my man, Matt Dillon, right? Am I right? I better be right. Better be right. Matt Dillon. I did buy this. I never heard of this movie before. Never heard of it. And then it has it's one of those kids rebelling movies. And I was watching something on YouTube. It was something on YouTube, and it was movies that you should own or something like that. And I was like, wow, I never even heard of a Matt Dillon movie about a rebellious teens, almost like a anarchy type situation. So I saw this, and then I picked it up on DVD, real cheap, like $9, something like that, $8. Watched it. I was like, wow, this is really good. Matt Dillon, really good. Good storyline. Brought me way back to those classic 80s, like a Firstborn or a My Bodyguard type setup. And I was like, this is great. And then all of a sudden, boom, Shout Factory tells me that they're gonna release a special edition on their site, and I was like, this is great. But I did not get it on the Shout Factory site. I got it from Amazon because it was cheaper. Sorry, Shout Factory / Amazon. I really wish that I could have worked with you, but I really didn't need a poster of this, and I really didn't want to pay right away. I find that Scream Factory / Shout Factory is the only website that I work with. Arrow, Vinegar Syndrome. I'm not saying work with, meaning that they give me anything. I mean, I buy stuff from them, but Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow, they let you pay with PayPal. and I can do a pay in 4 and take my time and pay over time. I think I got every bi-weekly I got to make a payment, and then after the 4 payments are made, I'm all set. But for some reason, Screen Factory / Shout Factory, they don't give you that option. If you pay with PayPal, you have to pay everything right away. And be perfectly honest with you, most of the time I don't have the money to pay for things right away. So unless it's something that I really, really am dying for, I will go buy it from the Amazon website, or wait and get it used on eBay if somebody didn't really care for it. We got a new 2K scan from the Interpositive, okay? New watching out for children, making of The Edge, coming of age, writing of The Edge. My father told me, scoring of The Edge. There's some stuff. Audio commentaries, another audio commentary, isolated music, destruction, fun or dumb. The full educational video. Oh, I love that. That's great. I didn't want to read all these on the back because, as somebody mentioned, I hate watching people read. I hate watching people read. Okay, I think that was the thing. It was like, hate people read. And I'll tell you, what my eyes going. Sometimes I got to be like over here or I'm over here, and sometimes with the ring light and everything, I got a light up here. I got a ring light over there. It's a little glaring, a little hard to see, especially with the plastic on and everything. But the last thing is actually a deconstruction, fun or dumb, a full educational video, within the film, trailer and TV spots. I don't know what the heck is that word. Excerpted. Excerpt. Wow, I'm stupid. I cannot give you the definition of that word. I'm assuming that it's one of those like old time educational film things there that they probably put together with the film, and like you see back at school, they're like, Billy doesn't brush his teeth, and I really wish he would. And this is why Billy doesn't have friends, because Billy needs to brush his teeth.
Were his hands clean? No, they were a little dirty. Phil remembered that Mr. Bungle didn't wash his hands. Phil washed his hands well, with lots of soap. Phil dried his hands well, too. When he was finished, he threw the paper towel in the basket where it belonged. And then he made sure that his hair looked neat.
That kind of crap. All right, so we have another one here from Mock Reddy from West Hartford, Connecticut. While I'm opening this one, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit something. I'm gonna go slow as you're doing this. See what I'm doing here? I'm cutting the side really slow as you're hitting the subscribe button or the share button or the bell button, or there's a whole bunch of buttons you get to choose from, okay? We give you, listen, YouTube gives you a lot of choices, okay? And number one choice should be to subscribe to this channel. The next choice should be whether or not you want to be notified when I post, which I post every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and whenever something big comes along or shows up on my front porch. And what I have here is my copy of Adam Sandler in Jack and Jill. Yes, I talked about this in one of my other videos. Actually, I might have talked about it in the beginning of this video. I don't even remember. This is how bad my mind's going. No, I didn't. My daughter and mother, not my mother. Holy cripeys, no. My daughter and my wife have been quoting this movie. They watched it in the living room. I think they streamed it on Netflix or Hulu or whatever it is, and they've been quoting it. And I was like, I better sit down and watch it, because I have not watched the whole thing all the way through, because I had a hard time with Adam Sandler talking to himself. That's where I was at with that. So I just stopped. I was like, I put in for like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, Adam Sandler's not very good at talking to himself. Sorry, Adam. Just when Adam Sandler, even when he did Saturday Night Live, he never really made eye contact. If you watch some old Saturday Night Live stuff, he was funny. Okay, and I not take anything from Adam Sandler or Chris Farley, any of those classical guys, those classics, the big guys there. But you could always tell when he's either reading the cue cards or he was about to laugh or whatever. He'd always look down, and you notice a lot in this movie that he's looking down. I don't know if it's because he can't seem to figure out where the eye level is with his fake self. You know what I mean? It's like, or maybe the person that they had him talking to was a little bit taller or a little bit shorter than he was. So he's always kind of like looking in a different direction. So that's why I always stood away from this thing. But the wife and daughter have been quoting this thing so much, I was like, I better get it. It's actually an upgrade from my DVD to Blu-ray. I'm doing my Adam Sandler Blu-ray upgrades. That's what I'm doing here. And the last thing I have here is from Taylor Doyle from Bede, Oregon, I think. And it could be another Adam Sandler, because that's where I've been at here. I was collecting Adam Sandler's and other stuff. Nope, it's not. What it is, oh man, this looks like it has like a little bit of water damage here. I'm seeing some rippling in the. Now, you movie collectors there, if you see a little rippling in the back of your movies sometimes, that's a indication of this thing came in contact with some kind of water, whether it had been left on a countertop where maybe there was a drink on the side of it, or maybe it was. I mean, it's not terribly bad. And I will tell you, I do have this on DVD. And it's the same exact cover, same exact everything. So I could probably, because it says Blu-ray, so I can't even do anything with that. But yeah, but I'm seeing some water stuff going on. I will tell you, this is a part of the Criterion Collection. Disc is perfect, by the way. And it is a copy, and it has the book, as always, for the Criterion Collections, of the movie If. Now, I own this on DVD. I bought it on DVD Criterion. I watched it. And the story behind If is Malcolm McDowell was found. I guess he was like chosen for Clockwork Orange because what's his name? No, don't draw a blank on the man. Stanley Kubrick saw him in If, and he was like, "That's my Alex. That's my Alex for my movie." And there was no other choice. That's the story behind it. And it was from watching this movie. Now, this movie's about a college, like a dorm college type thing. I watched it a long time ago. It wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen. But if you do look at the cover, Malcolm McDowell definitely still looks like Alex from Clockwork Orange. So he gives you that vibe, and I like that vibe. I like my Malcolm McDowell looking like Alex from Clockwork Orange. Blu-ray special features. It's a Criterion. You know you're gonna get a whole bunch of crap with the Criterion. I don't really have a lot to say about the movie. I will tell you, it does come with the book, as always. The book. You get the book. Let me just scan through, make sure there's no nudity in the book, and we get the book that I will never read because the movie wasn't super interesting, so I don't think the book is going to be super interesting. I will tell you, though, if you pop the disc out and you look inside, we got this war-type looking guy here. I don't know what that's all about, because I remember the movie being more of like about a college. So I don't remember a war anything in the movie, but maybe it was knowing Malcolm McDowell back in the day and knowing Clockwork Orange and knowing movies that he used to play in. He did some odd stuff when he was youngin', okay? Like Caligula. Caligula. Can I say that right? Caligula. Yeah, that guy. You know, Caesar. Okay, that guy. Caligula Caesar. Am I saying that right? He was great in that. I love that movie. I like that era of Malcolm McDowell. The Halloween era of Malcolm McDowell. I enjoyed seeing him in Halloween. I was like, wow, wow, Rob Zombie got Malcolm McDowell. I was excited about Malcolm McDowell. And then I watched it and I was like, I still see Alex from Clockwork Orange. No matter what role Malcolm McDowell plays, I just can't get the vision of the ultraviolence out of my head, okay? And him sitting at the milk bar, taking care of his fuzzy wugs and all that kind of. I have a little pain in the Gulliver. You know what I mean? I got that stuck in my head there. Had a little pain in the Gulliver, mum. Got to rest. Gotta get better. Gotta get fit. Yeah, I love me some Clockwork Orange. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for watching this channel. Please comment, but leave comments. Now listen, everything helps my algorithm. So if you like this channel, it helps. If you watch the commercials, that really helps. Eventually, maybe they'll give me some money. That'd be nice. Money would be nice because this stuff is all paid for by me. I do not have a Patreon. I do not have fans of this channel that are just shipping me things every single week like some of the YouTubers that I watch that ungrateful, no good pieces of garbage. Okay, let's throw that out there. Yeah. Not all of them, but I gotta see this a handful that I tune in every once in a while and I'm like, why did you send this to them? Because they're just gonna flip it on their damn channel. Or they're gonna flip it on eBay, or they're gonna flip it on what's the other thing that they flip it on? That scumbag that I used to watch there. I haven't watched him in a long time. I don't even think he has a channel anymore. I think he changed the name of his channel. So that's how long I've watched him. But he has had his own thing on Instagram. Yes, it's Instagram. And he was flipping and selling things on Instagram so that way he could bypass the fees of eBay. So this guy was a real scumbag. And what used to break my heart was that the fans would send him so much stuff, and he would literally look him right in the eye, throw the stuff on the couch, and he'd be like, I'll sell that. I can get $10 for that. I get $15 for that. And then I go look at his Instagram thing, and I'm like, wow, he really is selling stuff that fans are sending him. Like stuff that meant a lot to the fans, and gave it to him as a gift because they cared, because they were interested in the channel and they wanted to help him and support him. And he was literally flipping the stuff that they were giving him. And as a YouTube creator, I don't get it. I would not have the heart. Everything that I get from somebody is very much treasured to me. And with that said, my friend, I'm not even gonna get any further because I've said this a million times. And the people that have sent me stuff, the three people that have sent me things in my career of doing this thing, you are appreciated, and that's all I gotta say. You know who you are, and I'm done. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for watching this channel, and I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.